Now we'll see application of Clapeyron equation. Okay, it can be applied to physical equilibria between two phases of same substance, and it is used to study the variation of temperature with pressure. Variation of temperature with pressure. This is the important application. It is used to study variation of temperature with pressure. Now we'll see some equilibrium systems where we can apply Clapeyron equation. One such equation is solid to liquid equilibrium, and this happens at the melting point of the solid, and that process we call it as fusion. So fusion equilibrium we can call. So one of the condition is it should be at equilibrium, and that takes place at a temperature which we call it as melting point. Then Clapeyron equation is dP by dt is equal to delta SF divided by delta V. That is entropy change during the fusion of the solid divided by the volume change happening during that process. And we know delta SF is equal to delta HF divided by Tm, where delta HF is molar enthalpy of fusion, Tm is melting point of solid, and delta V we can calculate. Here the change is from solid to liquid, so volume of the liquid minus volume of the solid, VL minus Vs. And one more form, if we are not taking the weight in terms of molar, if it is in terms of gram, we can use even this expression delta HF is equal to molecular weight of the substance into latent heat of fusion. So it will give you molar enthalpy of fusion. Now we'll substitute this in this one. So what it will be? dP by dt is equal to delta HF divided by Tm into delta V, or dP by dt is equal to delta HF into Tm into VL minus Vs. This is the Clapeyron equation for solid to liquid equilibrium. Okay. Now second application is what is the one? What happened to the temperature change when pressure is changed? So consider here, in most of the cases volume of liquid and volume of solid, if you take, volume of liquid will be more compared to volume of solid. So we can write VL is much higher than Vs. So what happened? Delta V. What is delta V? VL minus Vs. It will always be positive, and therefore dP by dt will be positive. That means dP is proportional to dt. That is, increase in pressure increases the change in temperature, or simple way you can say melting point of the solid increases with rise in pressure. If you take any solid, you are going to rise the pressure, the melting point, it will not melt at normal melting point. It needs more temperature. Instead of, if you decrease the pressure, what happens is its melting point will be decreasing. But when you take the case of ice and bismuth, it has an anomalous behavior. We'll take the case of ice. Okay. What is the peculiarity of ice? When from the water ice is formed, a weak force of attraction exists between the oxygen, electronegative oxygen, and hydrogen atom, and that force we call it as hydrogen bonding. Because of the hydrogen bonding, what happens is the molecules will not come together. Instead, they will form a tetrahedral void, and as a result the molecules will be far apart. So what happens? What is volume? Volume means the space occupied by the molecule. So volume increases. So what happened? Volume of the ice is greater than volume of water. Therefore delta V will be VW minus V ice. So it will be negative. So dP by dt will be negative. That means dP is inversely proportional to dt. That is, rise in temperature result in decrease in pressure, or increase in pressure result in decrease in temperature. So what happened to the melting point? Melting point decreases with rise in pressure. So ice in the case pressure increase panniyala ice vanna low temperature melt agum. If pressure is decreased, it needs more energy to break. Okay, so that is the reason why, because of the hydrogen bonding, volume of ice is greater than volume of water. The same thing you can case of bismuth also. And this is the reason why ice float in water. Okay, what is the criteria we say for floating? It is density. Density is mass by volume. So if you take the case of 1 gram of water and 1 gram of solid, when you take m by v quantity for solid, since v ice is greater, this quantity will be small. So when you compare with the liquid, this will be less denser than liquid, and therefore ice float in water. Okay, that you have to, I'm just saying only. Don't confuse that and all. You just remember this one. In normal cases, change in pressure is directly proportional to change in temperature, but in the case of ice and bismuth, anomalous behavior will be acting, and as a result melting point decreases with rise in temperature. And for solid liquid, what is Clapeyron equation is dP by dt is equal to delta HF divided by Tm into Vl minus Vs, where delta HF is molar enthalpy of fusion, Tm is melting point of solid, dV is volume of liquid phase minus volume of solid phase. Okay. Now, the same thing we can apply to liquid vapor system. Liquid vapor system, we can say that the process is vaporization. So equilibrium of vaporization, and it happens at a temperature which is the boiling point of the liquid. So applying Clapeyron equation, dP by dt is equal to delta SV, that is entropy of vaporization divided by delta V, and which we can rewrite as delta HV, that is molar heat of vaporization divided by temperature boiling point into Vv minus Vl. And if you take the case of the volume of vapor and liquid, we can say volume of vapor is always greater than volume of liquid, and therefore delta V will be positive. So dP is directly proportional to dt, and boiling point of a liquid increases with rise in temperature. This is common only, there is no anomalous behavior. Okay, so boiling point of any liquid increases with rise in pressure. This is why if you take a saucepan of water and try to heat at the top of the Mount Everest, it will be boiling at 68 degree itself, because at the top the pressure is low. Now if you take the same water inside deep in a sea, at 400 degrees centigrade also it will exist in liquid, because pressure is high. Rise in pressure increases the temperature. Now normal case, water will boil at 100 degrees centigrade, that is near to the sea level. Okay, so that difference is because of Clapeyron equation, or it tells us why water boil at different temperature at different temperatures. Now next expression is solid to vapor, that is sublimation. The process is sublimation. It happens at the temperature, sublimation temperature. Example is camphor. If you take a tablet of camphor, keep it open in a room. After 2 weeks, if you go and see, it will not be there. What is the reason? Camphor direct to vapor, it will be converted. So that process we call it as sublimation. Now apply dP by dt. dP by dt is equal to delta SS divided by delta V. Delta SS is entropy of sublimation. Delta V is change in volume. So substitute panniyal delta HS, that is molar heat of sublimation divided by temperature of sublimation into volume of vapor minus volume of solid. Here also volume of vapor is always greater than volume of solid. Therefore delta V will be positive. So dP is directly proportional to dt, that is sublimation temperature increases with rise in pressure. Okay, so that is the case of sublimation equilibrium. Now there is another one, which is one crystalline form to another. That is, if you take the case of sulfur and all, it can exist as monoclinic and rhombic sulfur. So at a particular temperature, there will be transition between these crystalline structures, and that temperature we call it as transition temperature. So this also will be in equilibrium. So Clapeyron equation apply பண்ணும்போது dP by dt is equal to delta ST divided by delta V. So we can rewrite as delta HT by TT into V solid at beta phase and minus volume of solid at alpha phase. And delta HT is molar heat of transition. This is transition temperature. We are considering that a solid in alpha state is converted to beta. Now, whether the transition temperature increases with rise in temperature or decreases with rise in transition temperature increases with rise in pressure or decreases, that is determined by the volume of beta phase or alpha phase. If beta phase is more, means when we take volume of beta phase minus volume of alpha phase, this will be positive. So dP by dt will be positive. If alpha is more, means this term will be negative. So dP by dt will be negative. Then what happened? Transition temperature decreases. So what is the volume of each phase? That determines whether TT increases or decreases with rise in pressure. Okay, so that is the case where we can apply it to 4 different physical equilibrias, where we take the same substance existing in 2 different phases: solid to liquid, liquid to vapor, solid to vapor, and one crystalline form to another crystalline form in the case of solid. Okay, thank you.